today's lesson is about making the divisor a whole number when you divide. Okay? Making the divisor a whole number. Sometimes when you're dividing numbers and they have decimal points in them, both the divisor and the dividend have a decimal point. And to divide this out using just paper and pencil without a calculator, which you're going to have to be able to do, you have to be able to make this a whole number. You have to use a whole number when you're dividing this. That's the easiest way to do this. So for today, what I want you to be able to do is to be able to change the divisor to a whole number and then change the dividend to match the divisor. Here's what I mean. When you are given a problem like this, 300.7 divided by 1 and 2400ths, you can make 1 and 2400ths a whole number by moving the decimal place out of the number. How many places is that, Thomas?
How many places?
Yeah. To move the decimal point out of the number.
3?
Nope.
2.
2 places, right? So what is the new number then, Colton?
New number is 124.
Right. This is the whole number, 124. But we can't just change one of the numbers. We have to change the other number to match. So 300.7, we have to move the decimal point out of that number. Or I'm sorry, not out of the number, but we have to move the decimal point the same number of places as the divisor. So when we move it 2 places out of the divisor, we have to move the decimal place how many places in the dividend? Sam? 2 places, right. And in this case, since the 7 only gives us 1 place, we're going to have to put a 0 at the end of the number in order to be able to move it out of 2 places. Then you can do the division. Then you rewrite the problem and do the division using the new numbers. And you end up with the same answer. Here's why. Let's say that we started with 1.6 divided by 0.8. Okay? If you move this out of the problem, so if we moved 0.8 and just made it 8, and then we moved the 1.6 to make it 16, what is 16 divided by 8? 2. Yep. And guess what? 1.6 divided by 0.8 is also 2. So we're not changing the answer by moving the decimal point. You can move the decimal point in both numbers as many places as you really wanted to, as long as you kept the numbers the same, or if you move the decimal point the same number of places in both numbers. Look, 160 divided by 80 is also 2. 1,600 divided by 800 is also 2. By moving the decimal point the same number of places, you don't change the answer. It just makes it easier to divide. Okay? So, open your books and go to page number 68. Go to page 68. This is going to be your assignment for tomorrow. And we're going to start with number 2.